Well, good morning. My name is Mike Long, and I am president of Parents for Educational Freedom in North Carolina. I am dedicated to our mission, which is to promote equal access to educational opportunities throughout our state, to extend the power of school choice to as many families as possible, regardless of income, zip code, or race. Why? Because parents should be able to send their children to the school of their choice, traditional or non-traditional. Now, I'm going to make this absolutely clear. North Carolinians want school choice. And you know what? They deserve it.
I have a passion for ensuring that all families, regardless of where they come from, what their family's income is, what their socioeconomic background is, their race, all families have an opportunity to equally access a quality education for their child and their children. And we have made tremendous progress, but there is so much more to be made. And we're seeing it now as families across the country have been more aware in the last 6 to 8 months of their own children's education, what they are and are not learning, what the schools are or are not doing to meet their children's needs. And all of the data most recently shows us that the demand for giving parents control over their children's education and educational futures continues to rise, continues to be more top of mind. And so I am thrilled to be here with you today to hear your stories and what is happening in North Carolina.
How can we make sure that the maximum number of individuals, families, and children access that equal opportunity? And here in North Carolina, we have done a number of things, and I think the coronavirus circumstances has actually, if there's one thing that has been a bright light as a result of what's been happening with reference to the pandemic, it's that families are looking more carefully at the educational opportunities that are available to them.
It's not a binary dichotomy like a lot of opponents of school choice want to make it, that if you're expanding here, it has to take away from there. They've really shown that you can make really powerful investments that make us top in the country. We are the #1 state for National Board Teacher Certifications for our public schools because the state helps pay for that. We were the first state to connect every K-12 classroom to high-speed access. Those are smaller reforms than the major landmark headlines that I believe really help our House members, whose 90-95% of their constituents likely attend public traditional schools, get out and talk about why they're so committed to school choice too.
The reason why I do what I do is really because I believe in you guys, and I trust you guys to know what's in the best interest of your kid, and what's in the best, instruction method, and what's the best setting. You know that better than I do.
Those who are opposed to the scholarships, I tell them, just talk to some parents. Talk to a few parents that have a special needs child or a child that was struggling in their school and just were not going to make it. And you'll change your mind.
For so many special needs children, remote learning is very difficult. To sit behind a computer is not functional for them to learn. I decided to withdraw her from public school completely and homeschool her until she can get a spot at a private school that will better suit her educational needs. And that wouldn't be possible without the Opportunity Scholarship, actually.
We are all virtual right now, and it's taken a toll. She's in tears almost daily. She cannot stay on task. We work together. We meet with her teachers after school for sometimes an hour trying to figure out which assignments she's behind on, why she's falling behind, what I can do to help her. And being a single mom, trying to work and trying to keep all of my kids on task is very challenging. I'm again very thankful that I was able to get my daughter into the private school that she's at, but I cannot afford to send all three. And now I'm faced with the decision of pulling my middle child out and looking at some homeschooling options, because I feel like that will be better for her at the present time. And I may end up having to do it for my youngest son as well.
There was a private school that I've always wanted to send them to. I happened to call and speak to the admissions lady, and I was like, Mrs. Dial, I have 5 kids, I'm a single mom. Is there a way that parents with 5 kids can get their children to this school. I know this is what my kids need. And that's when she told me about the Opportunity Scholarship, and I was elated. I had no idea. My girls now have been there, this is their 6th year. My oldest is a senior. The quadruplets are in 8th grade. We do everything from speech and debate, volleyball, cheerleading, tennis. They do everything. And it was the perfect choice for us, and I was so relieved to be able to have it because, it's just something that I needed and they all needed, and they're flourishing now, and I'm very pleased. When I heard there could be a chance that they were trying to take it away, it was crushing. It was very crushing because I don't know if I would feel as hopeful and promising as I do about my children's future.
I wouldn't have been able to meet these mentors and some teachers that have changed my life forever without the Opportunity Scholarship. I am who I am today because I was able to move. I've grown as a person, I've grown as a leader and a follower, as well as a speaker and a citizen of the world, because I was able to go to North Valley Christian Academy and meet all these opportunities, and I'm so thankful for it.